Good morning everybody and welcome to our live launch. I'm Kelly Singleton and I'll be with you for the next hour with our fantastic Crafting with Hunkydory Magazine. I have had the lucky chance of reading this week. I have just sat back and took a little hour out of the working day, a little cup of tea. But I'm not here on my own. We've got Lisa producing the show and we've got Natalie. Good morning.
Good morning.
If for any of you who knows Natalie, you'll know how clumsy she is. So before we started, there was just a big crash in that corner. So if anything goes wrong today, it's just
me.
All over there, isn't it?
It's just me. Yeah. I think I'm okay though. We'll see when I go to get the plates if they crash everywhere. We will see.
Oh dear me. If you have subscribed to our magazine subscription, you'll be pleased to know that all the magazines are on the way to you. So hopefully they get there very soon. If you're not, then you can buy yours today. But before we go into the magazine, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. So, 2 lucky winners this week and you can win our Whopper Topper Pads bundle, which is worth £55.96. All you have to do is like, share and answer the question to the following. Like, share
and comment.
Which country drinks the most coffee per capita? Is it A, Malta, is it B, France, or is it C, Finland? Oh, I thought it would be us.
And you know, that's so strange. So when me and Becca were on Monday, I thought it would be Italy and Becca thought it would be America.
Oh, and it's not.
And it's not.
Not.
There's not any of those. So, and you thought it was here. So
yeah.
It's a trick. It stumps you, this question.
It's another Emily question.
It is another Emily question.
Emily's on holiday this week, so we've been doing her job this week, and it's very tough to think of Win It Weekly questions.
Is it?
Yes, you will be surprised. So let us know what you think. I'm going to go Finland.
Okay.
I don't know why, but yeah, so you can win these lovely Whopper Topper Pads. So we will announce the winner tomorrow because it's another short week this week here.
It is.
So let's get into our fabulous magazine. So I'm just going to show you over here everything that you can grab for £9.99. So you can see there at the very top is the magazine and then the deluxe card collection. You're going to get free with this, the die set, double-sided papers, and we've got bonus inserts over on the hub, which we've checked this morning. They're all up and running, so you can go and download them completely free. So all we need to do is get inside and have a look, but first I just want to show you the VT with some of the cards made from the free gift. How cute is that little Robin?
I know, we were just saying how adorable it is, isn't it? I love the sort of like watercolour-esque artwork we have to this one. It's very, very sweet.
It's so nice. So here is the copy of the magazine. So £9.99. If your club is £9.49, if you're a diamond member, it's £8.99. So you can just mind my little post-its up here.
I know, I love those, your little cats.
These are Lisa's little cats, but I thought it's quite hard to flip through the magazine. I don't want to show everything because I still want it to be a surprise when you get this home. But let's just have a look at a few of the pages. So first up, we've got all the cards made with that amazing free kit.
And I love that you've got so much that you can craft within this free kit as well. I mean, a die set. That die set is around £7.99 normally retail.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That is crazy prices.
Yeah, and the free gifts all total together, I'm sure they're more than £15.
100% more than £15. That deluxe card collection, including those papers.
Oh yeah.
It's incredible, but there's so many fun things you can do in this.
Oh no, sorry, I've gone too far.
Oh, too far.
Gone too far.
One too far.
So of course we've always got Dan Spills the Beans feature in here, so he gives away a few secrets.
We know Dan loves his secrets.
You can see down here something very exciting that's coming next week, which we are all really excited for. A bit spooky, shall we say. And then of course we've got features from everyone in our like creative team.
I love this one.
Look just down there, you can colour parchment in. How
You absolutely
beautiful
can.
is that?
And I think a lot of people get a little bit scared with parchment of how they're going to use it, what they can do with it. So this is a really good feature to just give you a bit more confidence in using that type of medium in your crafting.
Absolutely. And of course the magazine, and that's what it's here for. It's just full of step-by-step projects,
Jam-packed full.
ideas that we've tried first so that you can do it with confidence.
Yeah, you've got all the templates in the back, which is so nice because you can physically see how your cardstock needs to lay out when we're making some of these models and these cards.
If Anne's watching this, I don't know if she'll be happy, but I've put a little tab on this page so we can all see you
I was
there.
so she's been talking about her embroidery and what she's been doing at home quite a lot recently. So it was so nice to see the little images of what it is that she's making.
I know, and
it looks so good as well.
And it does, doesn't it?
It's so cool.
I know.
She's very clever.
I think what's good as well about the magazine is you get to learn a bit more about us all here, don't you?
Yeah, little stories from everyone.
We've got a feature by Becca here, one die set 3 ways, which is really good in showing you just what you can do.
Yes,
with
it
the
gives you
dies.
lots of ideas for different ways we can use products.
Absolutely.
There's so much jam-packed in here though, isn't there?
And of course we've got all the latest launches in here. We've got Poncetta Sparkle, we've got the Moonlight Fairies, which we're launching tomorrow.
We are.
And our lovely winter woodland there. And then I'm sure I've got a few more tabs here.
Oh,
This one.
your little paws and portraits.
Which-
We all got that one, didn't we? So
Yes.
you need to get this. There's so much inspiration just in this section of what you can do with all of those incredible little doggies.
And we'll show you a bit more of what Kat's been creating after. And of course the magazine is also filled with prizes. There's competitions. You can head over to the hub. There's competition online. You can send in your competitions via email. And there's giveaways in there. It's amazing.
It's really good, but it's not so full with those types of things that there's pages that aren't that there's like, I'm trying to say, like, you know when you get a magazine and sometimes there's like a 2-page spread.
Yes.
There's none of that in this magazine. As much as possible, it's tutorials, it's step-by-steps, it's photography, images, and that's what I think I love about it, is that no matter how you craft, whether you craft from, you know, visually seeing something or seeing something in pictures, everything is laid out, and it's really, really a great magazine for starter people as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I think what's great about it is you would think with it having over 100 projects in there, it would be massive, it would be
it'd be huge.
But it's not, it's all in there, it's concise and it's really easy to follow. And even I'm saying that as not a confident crafter. But let's show you the free gift because this tie is just so adorable. Look at this little red robin.
He's so sweet, isn't he?
The fluffy hat, the little shoes there. I counted the elements before.
Yeah.
So tell me if I'm wrong. So with a topper like this, would you count that as like 3? Because technically there's frames.
Technically there's frames, and you can use those frames for other things. So you can use them with card blanks. You can use them with images to make more elements. So yeah.
So there's got to be more than 50 then.
That's insane.
There's so much in here.
Well, just from that one topper set you've got there, you could definitely make 3+ cards.
Oh, absolutely.
You've got massive toppers, but some of the cardstock, we don't even need to have toppers on these cards. We can just be adding a little border strip, a cute little sentiment, and away you go. You've got gorgeous foiling on some of these as well, so that's where you can make the most out of these designs and make more cards from what you have by using those as your images on your cards.
And there's a few different themes running through this
I
kit.
love this.
This one is like a nice sweet cake, delicious.
It's
He's
so
delivering
cute,
a
isn't
little
it?
treat. There's lovely festive sentiments throughout here.
Are you a fan of Christmas cake?
Do you know what? I love how it looks. I don't love how it tastes. Are you?
I kind of have to be in the mood for Christmas cake. I do like the flavour, but I think sometimes it can be quite overpowering.
Yeah.
It depends on how much alcohol's in there.
I mean, I wouldn't ever turn down. I will eat it.
Yeah, we'll
But I
always eat
don't
cake.
love
We will always eat cake.
Look with the little presents there. And then this bit here with this foiled...
This foil
like,
edge
flowers.
is so gorgeous.
That is so beautiful. I think it's because it's on that navy.
Yeah. And I think it's because there's lots of depth and like layers. You've got the cute little lighter details throughout, and then you've got the berries, and then you've got that gorgeous gold foiling sort of like on top. It makes it look so three-dimensional. And then, this is so sweet.
Look, you could totally use this for husband cards, wife cards.
I think so.
Like from the family to the family, and all those little snowflakes are foiled in there as well. And I like these three, how these three are just in those cute little frames.
I do like this type of topper because there's a lot you can do with it, which is quite nice.
Yeah. I can see somebody spying at us from outside. There we've got this beautiful like pinstripe there, and you can fussy cut that top and make that like a border at the bottom of your card. You could put it at the top, down the sides. You could just simply fold that and it would be beautiful. And there look at this, look at those foiled snowflakes.
So nice, isn't it?
Could you just snip that and make that like a topper on a DL card?
100%. A little topper on a DL card, a tiny little sentiment, and away you go.
Yeah.
And then you've got that whole space there, which 100% will fit on an 8x8. So you can be making really large cards with that beautiful knitted detail in the background.
And then this one, I'd like to say, is a more like party, jingle all the way theme.
It's so cool, isn't it? There's so much going on. There's so much pattern in those frames, but it's just going to make you smile. It really is. It's such a fun-loving, happy-going collection.
I know, and the robin, like, they've got little hats on, they've got little boots on, they're all fluffy, cute. They are super cute. And of course, running throughout, we've got like snowflake with watercolour textures behind, and again, another foiled border strip there. So that's the deluxe card collection that comes with that. So, and that's worth £9.99 on its own anyway, isn't it? And then we've included 4 double-sided papers too, so you can see these beautiful patterns. So we've got like a snowflake with a yellow lemony polka dot behind. We've got a white like silhouette holly and berry pattern there, and a very nice like gingham sort of checked navy. So you can see these colours are going to go perfectly with that kit. And then some nice deep reds, and that's like a knitted one, so almost like a Christmas sort of jumper vibe I'm getting. And there's some lovely snowflakes, and then we have some green beautiful snowfall behind. But shall I show you some cards before we head over to you?
Yes.
Let's have a see some of the cards made by the team.
There's some great cards in here.
Oh look, a nice bit of snowfall acetate there. That
and this again uses that cardstock that you've just shown, but then the double-sided paper on the inside, so you're saving quite a bit there that you can obviously then use for another card. This is cute. I love a stepper.
I know.
Nice little twisty frames as well. Gives it so much a different look.
Yeah, so we can definitely count those frames as extra elements. Everyone uses them differently, don't they?
Everyone uses them differently.
Add a little bit of ribbon to those sentiments. They look great like that. And then I think what I quite like about this little robin kit is you don't normally see like lemons and yellows in Christmassy kits.
No, you don't really.
But it goes really well.
It does. It works so nice.
Then we've got
That's a very cool card, isn't it?
A little Christmas pudding there. And then that one using those three robin in those squares.
I love that. Love it.
So cute. And then you could use them like that as well. How sweet. And then just a few more. Oh, that's
that's so
lovely.
clever. I love cards like this, especially gatefolds where you've got that nice little element to it. So then you can, it kind of helps to hold the gatefold in as well.
Yeah. And there we go, another one here.
Oh, nice.
So let's head over to you.
Well, I'm worried now. There's so many good makes there. What should I do? What can I make here? So I'm going to use this topper because, like I said, I really, really like the layout that you have, and having sort of like these bigger elements and then these smaller sort of pieces that we can use as well. I'm going to use quite a lot. There's something that I've noticed. I'm going through something in my crafting where more is more. Like, I've never normally been that type of person.
No,
but I am using quite a lot of elements within my card. So I'm going to use the sort of top half of this section. I think we'll see where we get to. So A way in which I love to be able to use all of the elements in cards like this is to do some really fun things. So I'm just going to take this topper, first of all, our largest one. I've got an 8x8 card because obviously we need as much space as possible on here. So I'm just going to place this where I need it to go, or where I want it to go.
When did you start your more is more, do you think?
Recently.
Oh.
It's a recent thing.
What, you've just seen something, or you've just thought, oh, I like how that look, and it keeps going that way?
Yeah, I just think it's nice to have all of the different sort of elements together sometimes. So, and having lots of different like parts to your card as well is something that I'm finding really fun. So I'm gonna go.
And this is quite a big card for you as well.
I know. Who am I?
I don't know. Is it the changing weather?
Maybe. Maybe. So I'm going to do a little front. I'm going to take a bit of the front of my card off. So let's just take that score line here at the top, and I can place that. And I think I need to take a bit more than that off. So let's take it to 5. So you've got sort of like 3 inches there to work with, and you've got that nice sort of fold on the front of your card. So with some gold mirror, I'm going to do one panel at 5x8, and then I'm going to do another panel at 3x8. So let's just bring those together, and we will just trim off that excess. So let's pop that on there. That's ready to go, and then we'll bring in our cardstock. For this one, I'm going to keep it quite nice. We're going to go with this plain background edge, and I'm actually going to cut it to, we'll do some quite thick gold mirror edges. So let's go for 8 1/4. So we've got this nice panel we could use on a DL card, and then I'm going to cut this down to 4 3/4, sorry. And then this little panel here we will cut to 2 3/4. So we've got that nice design, but now we're bringing it in, and it's going to look like this when it's on our card. So we'll pop these elements together and stick these on our card. To do that, we're going to use some double-sided tape. So let me get my big chunky 12mm tape. This is another thing I've changed. I've changed from finger lift to 12mm.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. Something is stirring in the atmosphere.
It's because of all the spooky things.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Lots of people in the comments waiting for the postman.
Loads of people will be, won't they? I think they're super busy at the moment as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
The posties around the country. But hopefully you will get that through your door.
A few people saying the postman is the favourite man.
I'm sure they must get a little bit nervous when you're already stood outside the door with a massive smile on your face, waiting to collect the parcel that they brought you, because you know exactly what's in it and you can't wait to get crafting with it. So popping that on with that, we're going to go in with a little bit of tape again on here. And then we'll just stick this onto our card, and this is where you can be adding your insert in as well. So you can print your insert from our hub like Kelly said, and then we can cut that down to the same as this measurement here. So you can cut that to 5x8, or you could cut it a little bit shorter so it sits in really nicely, and that's going to make the inside of your card really stand out, because you've got this little panel here which we're going to dress up, but then you've also got this panel that you're going to have your insert on, so that's going to look really nice. And if you wanted to as well, you could cut it and have it folded so it's like a really traditional insert that opens and closes, because you'll have the space with the fact that you've just trimmed off that little edge. So I am going to meet up my edges now. Ooh. Just pop that on there. And then just bring that up to the top. I've got a little bit that I need to trim off here because I can see it, so it's going to annoy me. So let's just trim that. Try and get underneath that mirror so you've still got that nice sharp edge of mirror. There's nothing that you can't do with a pair of scissors just to tidy up an edge like that. So we've got our card ready to go now. You've got that really nice detail on there with that sort of opening front. And if you want to make sure that that is super tight, we can burnish that. And then let's go in with our frames. So I'm going to do a little bit of something crazy here. So I'm going to use my frames. I don't know if we're going to go both that way and then this one this way, or if we should do this one over here and then put that one in. I think that gives it quite a fun look, doesn't it? And then should I keep that in the middle or go to the top? So I'm going to pop in. I'm going to go with this crazy Christmas wishes, so I think that should go there, and that might look quite cute in that little space like it's meant to be. So we'll go in with some foam pad strips. They're always the best thing to use when you are using your pieces like this. And I think mine are on my desk. Let's just see what's snuck in behind here. No, we're going to have to do a little bit of trimming down on our larger ones. So this is fine. What we need to do is just cut these in half, and that will take our 5mm down to, I don't think it is 5mm, is it? Is it 10mm or 9mm, these bigger ones?
They look like 10.
Because I think the other ones are 2 and 5, so I think then this one is 10. So just trimming them in half gives you the same size as you would with your regular ones anyway. So let's just peel.
I like that somebody has put, maybe because of the blue moon last night, it sent that crazy.
I think I was crazy before the blue moon, but I appreciate the thoughts. Maybe it was. I do feel a bit different today.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think it's supposed to affect my type of person.
Too much of your fruit tea.
Maybe. I'm nearly running out, so I'll stop after this. So pop that in the centre. And then for this, because obviously we want to keep it on top, what I'm going to do is just lie this onto here, and then I'll take that little strip that I've created and I'll just pop it in place here. And then once I've got a nice little handy guide on there, oh, let's just trim that. I can place it back into this area, trim that off, and then away you go. So you know exactly that you've got that in the perfect placing. I'm going to go a little bit higher up, of course, because I'm going to stick my sentiment into this little spacing as well that I've created. And then with this one, we want lots of height and dimension, so we can go in with our bigger foam pads, and we can double those foam pads up as well. So just doubling up on those little elements. Let's pop that there. We'll get another one, stick that on there like so, and then we can always use one of our thinner strips, and we can just add an extra one foam pad on top of here, which will create you sort of like a double foam pad. Oh, there we go. Pop those off. Sentiment topper on there.
Oh,
in the middle.
Nice. I like this topper the best, I think.
It's very sweet, isn't it?
The two little friends.
Your little sentiment here, which says Cozy Christmas, that can fit in that nice little spacing we've made now. And then I'm going to bring in my little toppers, because I'm going to have these going centrally down on this space here. I absolutely love when we have these toppers. I'm making cards in this similar style as well. It's just so cute because they do all tell like little stories. So you could have like, it kind of does remind me of like a family if you had like the parents and then the kids. Could give it to like grandma at Christmas. So let's pop these on here. Just going to bring that down again. And then we can stick these in place. So I'm going to go with my red ones first, because then I know how much space I have. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping all of these three edges quite equal when I'm popping them down. And then you can work out this middle spacing, because obviously it doesn't have to be particularly anywhere perfect on that one. And then with any card at Christmas, we need some gemstones, and we're going to go in with the green ones because I think that's really going to work against this holly colour. So let's go for 3 on this side of our little opening, like so. And then I think I'm just going to go in again with the green ones, and I'm just going to place them either side of my sentiment just to add a little sort of feature element to it, just a pop of that gorgeous glittering look. And then there you go.
I love it.
Thanks.
Nice. I like the size of it. I like the colours.
Thanks.
Nice. I don't think that was too much. I think it was just right. So before, if you was thinking when I just showed you the deluxe card collection, if that's it's not. The free gifts, we've split them up from the show. So if we just look back at the pack shot over here, you can see there's also a die and those inserts. So I'm going to show you the die now that also comes free. Look at this little gorgeous robin, and he's holding
So
that little
cute.
bauble. So you can personalise that however you want. I presume you could snip the little bauble off if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could snip the bauble off. You could cut this out of your sticker balls and then add it on to make backgrounds, to paper piece this in. Of course, we can colour him.
And then, like we have done with the last few magazines, we've got these printable inserts which are on our hub. So I think you can just see them, but they've got the artwork from the collection, just nice and subtle, so you can trim into these for any size card you want. And the beauty of our downloadable inserts is you can print these out time and time again.
I love that it gives you the option to, you know, do what you want to do with the card kit as well.
Absolutely. And it's got that lovely cardstock one that I really liked as a nice muted down version. And the robins are on there as well, and you can see that all the patterns are to the side, so it's got plenty of room in the middle for your message. And if you are computer savvy, you can put your own sentiment and print it out onto the
Of course you can.
insert. That's it. I feel like printers sometimes can be quite tricky, can't they, for people?
Yeah,
So
they are a little bit troublesome at times.
Aren't they? They just never work with these.
Nope.
And so to go with our gifts, we have got some products that we thought would just take that card collection further. So we've got an adorable scoreable selection. So it's £9.99. Obviously sign in further for your discounts, and you can see all these beautiful colours are going to go with that kit beautifully. So usually I know all the names of these colours. I do not today.
I think these are a little bit different though, because I think these are some of our Christmas colours as well. So there's a nice mix of regular adorable scoreable and some of our festive selection colours too.
Oh, that's nice. It's got that beauty. I really quite like this.
I love this. I think this is the sunshine yellow.
Okay.
But that one is a beautiful colour.
I've got some nice reds. We've got that really beautiful blue there. It's so striking. It's a lovely colour. And a nice green. So that's going to go with your kit perfectly. And then we've also got some foiled cardstock. So again, £9.99. It's got 16 sheets and it's just full of beautiful colours and beautiful patterns. So we've got a nice like polka dot there in yellow and green tones. We've got some foiled snowflakes, those shades there. And this one's quite nice. It's like a border with some detailing in the middle.
We could be cutting that border out, couldn't we, and making like long strips from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got this nice checked one here. I quite like that rich brown. It's really nice. Don't forget, of course, if you're a Diamond member, you can get this for £8.99. Look at all those starlings. And then
beautiful.
we've got this lovely holly berry pattern. There's just so many, isn't there?
So much included, so much to choose from, but it is absolutely awesome.
And so there we go. So yes, so with the magazine you will get your card collection, you will get your die, you will get the double-sided papers, and of course you can print your inserts out. But I think we're going to go back to Natalie because she's making a card with the die.
We are. So we're going to cut out our die and we're going to just get our plates ready. I shouldn't need my metal plate, but this is the one that makes the most noise.
Oh no.
Oh, and I've just found a dye that Becca lost yesterday, so that's good. I can give her that back when she comes in. It's in here. She couldn't find it for ages. She was really like, where is the dye? I don't know what I've done with it. It's in here. So let's just pop that onto our plate. It's such a nice size, this dye as well, that it does mean we can do so much with it. Let's pop it through in our machine. So we'll run that through our Gemini.
You're going to laugh at a few of the comments later.
Why? Is it just comments about how crazy I am?
A few saying baby brain, but no, absolutely not.
That is quite funny. 100% not.
No.
Nice try, people.
Nice try. But no, she has got a crazy plan though, which I'm totally and utterly jealous about. Am I allowed to announce?
It's not a full plan, but
it's halfway there.
It's halfway there. It's not, we've not agreed.
She's going on a road trip.
We are going on a road trip. We wanted to go on a road trip since we got married. It was our plan. That was what we were going to do for our honeymoon, was road trip through America. But of course, when you think of these plans, you think you think of all the big places to go, don't you?
Yeah.
You think LA, Vegas, New York. You want to go down to Florida. You want to do the whole thing. America's a big place.
She's going for 5 years.
So you've got to bring your options into reality. So yeah, we're thinking of we're looking into it still, but we are probably going to book it very soon and do a nice little US road trip, which is very exciting.
So obviously what she'll have to do is live stream from America when we need you here at 10 a.m. So
doing a nice little, oh gosh, I'm probably asleep. Do a nice little Chicago. We're going to do a nice little California road trip down, I think it's called Highway 1. So yeah, it's very exciting. Still in the very early stages. Still lots of things we need to agree and disagree on, as always, as you do with your better halves. But yeah, it is a very exciting trip. So the beauty of dyes and the beauty of Hunkydory dyes is that Stacey always finds a way to create phenomenal snippability in her designs. So what I'm just doing here is I've cut out my hat, and then on my second layer I'm just cutting out sort of like that top layer of the bird, so his wings, the hat again, and then this piece we're going to put to one side. We can obviously keep all these pieces, and then you want one full piece. So I've started colouring this one in. We've done like his little body, so let's carry on doing this. I want like a blue, I think, for this little piece up here. And I'm going to do red for my bauble. So let's do that red in there, and then I'm going to get my deeper red just to add that touch of really nice detailing on this side here. And this is something that obviously we can go in, we can build up all of these colours, we can add all of these embellishments on. I'm supposed to do that yellow, but that's gone to an orangey colour, but it still works quite nicely. So that is sort of like layer one. We obviously need to do his beak, so let's get that 541, that really nice dark brown in there. And I think while we're sticking to the brown, that is probably the colour I'm going to do as iron, but I'm just going to put it to like the side so you get that nice definition, that character within his wings. So then we can bring in this little section here. And of course, I'm going to focus straight away on the hat because I can see where that is, and we can get that covered in. You don't have to colour all the layers because of course I'm going to go over this, but I just wanted to add that touch of colour in first. So we've got, give it a bit of definition on those layers, and then you can go back in and blend your colours together as you always can with these pens. And then let's get a couple of browns in. Now I always like to swatch my browns just to see the sort of lightness of my colour. So those two are probably where I'm going to go with. And then let me get 543 because this is a really nice light colour. So I'm going to start off with that one. Now I'm going to do the base of my body in this lighter colour here. So let's just add that in there, and then what we can do is focus quite a lot of colour onto that bottom edge. I've dirtied the new mat. I'm going to get in trouble.
I think I've lost the comment now. Oh, Linda has asked, how is Kat? Is she feeling any better? She is on holiday at the minute.
She is on holiday at the minute, yeah. And I know it's strange, isn't it? She normally does the Wednesdays are normally Kat and Nat days. She's on holiday at the moment, so unfortunately she got really poorly.
It's
and
just
this happens to
typical,
Kat. It does happen to Kat. It happened last year, I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
She gets poorly just before her holiday. So I think she has put some posts on her social media actually. So if you do follow her on her work page, she might have added some updates onto there. But she's absolutely 100% getting better. She spent a good couple of days before she went away, all tucked up in bed with some antibiotics, because she was a very poorly cat.
She was.
It was really sad. She wasn't well at all, but she's good. She's just on holiday with the kids, enjoying the last few days of the holidays. I think they have it's a family trip that they've been on. So Hazel was there, Kat's mum, the kids, her brother. So, and I think some other family members as well. So they've all had a lovely week away, and I'm sure she's all recuperated and probably ready to come back to work actually. But she's back next Wednesday. Oh no, she's not. She's back next Thursday actually at work, because the kids start school, so she's having some time off to get them into their new routine. So she's busy, our cat. Very, very busy. So that is going to fit on here, and this is where it's good, because when you layer up all your elements, you can see where other bits need colouring in. So just under this section here, we're going to go in with that lighter colour for our robin, and we're going to keep that like that. So that is 2 layers ready to go, and then this is where you can add in your foam pads and give your robin lots of height, dimension and definition. So I'm just going to add those 2 pieces on there. That should be enough. Layering that onto there like so, and then I'm going to bring in my 3rd layer, which is my Christmas hat, and we can just add in these colours. So let's just go in with my darker colours first this time. It really doesn't matter which sort of way you lay your colours down. It does give you a different result. So if you're someone who uses your alcohol markers a lot, you will notice that. But sometimes it's nicer to go in with the darker colour or go in with and then the lighter colour. It's completely up to you really though. So I just need to snip a couple of these down, don't I? Let's just add this in here.
This comment you will like. Good thing about flying to the US, each person is allowed 2 23-kilogram cases.
They are.
So Nat has 1 case, Dan has his carry-on for clothes, and then there's 3 cases left for craft goodies.
3 cases for crafting.
Yep.
I don't think I'll have time for crafting. I think I'll be
to go to the American
so
craft
busy.
shops.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh my goodness, Dan's going to hate me. I should put that on my list of things to look up, shouldn't I? I've been looking at restaurants and locations and places we want to see and things to do. I've not been looking at the right stuff, people. So let's make a cute card for our little robin to go on now. So I've got a couple of items. I've got our adorable scribble cardstock. I have our free papers, we're going with this nice green, and then I have this beautiful starry background as well. So we're going to do a 6x6, and I have got some mats and layers ready to go. So one of those is just slightly smaller than 6. I've gone for 2 notches under, and then this one here is 5x5. So let's pop this onto our card, and I'm going to go another 2 notches under, and I'm just going to square that off. So that's going to bring it down to 5 3/4 for your first layer. For your second layer, we're going to go in with the green, and we are going to do that 2 under the 5, so that sits really nicely on there. I'm not too sure on whether I should add the other one in. What I wanted to do was sort of bring my card together and see how it was starting to look before I added another panel in. But I think because this is quite, this is probably 3x3 square, let's cut another piece to 3.5. I think that's probably going to be too small, but we'll see. And that can fit on there with a cute little sentiment. We might need another gold mirror layer, but I've got some to the side, so don't worry about that. Let's pop on our elements all onto our mirror though, so adding that onto there, popping this one on as well. Let's just lift that up, and I can go straight on to my mirror layers now. I like having those thin layers sometimes. It just adds that extra touch, and especially when we're layering up a lot of patterns and a lot of cardstock, it gives you such a nice feel to separate the different colours that we're using by that gold mirror. Gives it that really nice professional finish. So a couple of foam pads on this to bring that layer up as well. So let's just go around all of our edges. So popping that onto here.
I love how it all works together perfectly.
I know. It's so easy to make cards, isn't it? Because it's so perfectly put together. I'm definitely going to use that. I'm going to be really cheeky as well, because we are using quite a bit of gold mirror on here. I think we can get away with using some of the sentiments from our kit and maybe one of these gorgeous border strips as well. So I did that at 3.5 by 3.5. I just need 2 more notches on there. So that is literally the perfect size. It was meant to be. So let's just add that onto here, and I'm going to stick this flat because then I can put a border strip across. Oh.
The way that the robin's little hat is white looks so good.
It does, doesn't
like
it?
Crisp.
And we don't have white on this card, but you will have noticed that I cut my first layer of mirror just under the 6x6, so we could bring that white back in when we place it on a card. So I have thought about all of the ways to do this. So let's stick this on to the top. And of course, if you're someone who doesn't want your cards to be heavy, instead of using your mirror here, we could be using our stickables paper because it's a lot thinner. So you're going to benefit there when you're sort of posting these out. I'm going to use this gorgeous piece, and I love the fact that we're going to have a mix of green. We've got that really nice sage green, and then we've got this green as well. So I'm just going to place this where I want it to go.
Thank you, Jackie, for asking about Esther. She said, how is she? She has just started walking. So when
has she?
So when I thought I couldn't relax before, I was so wrong, because I can't now.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Well, yes, it is.
It is exciting, Kelly. It's a nightmare, but it's exciting.
Yes, and it also walking at snail pace.
Yes, this is true.
Absolutely everywhere.
Lenny started walking a couple of steps now, not fully. He didn't do it for me last night when I popped in just because I went home last night to see my friends. We went to a sip and paint night. You and Anne-Marie have been to a couple, haven't you? So I went in, and it was bath time. My sister had had enough. They were going in the bath and they were going to bed. So yeah, I didn't get to witness this amazing walking, but I've got lots of funny videos. And my sister and Kyla are very excited because he's not 1 yet, so it's quite early for him to.
Yeah.
Boys and all very lazy with walking.
And you'll have
a lot lazier than girls.
Post a picture, because I know everyone enjoyed looking at the paintings we did last time.
It was cute. We didn't know when we booked it, but we booked a date night painting session. Oh. So what that entailed was one person painted one side of the photo, one person painted the other side. Oh. So it was like a mountain, but you had like a sunset or a moonlight, and then you put them together. So I've got a picture of them together. But funnily enough, like, we don't live together, so I've got half a painting at my house, and Rachel's got the other half at her house, and then my other 2 friends, they did another painting, so it was very fun.
That's given me a really good idea for a craft challenge.
It would be a good idea.
That was a fun idea. Half a card each.
Half a card each.
You just give like the size, and then the theme.
But what would your, I don't know whether it would work, because how do you know where to put your toppers?
Well, that's the fun of it.
Can we get a mat of half the size?
Oh yeah, could draw
Can you work on that?
draw you a template out or something.
Oh, this you can work out the logistics. You guys work the logistics out, and I'm down for this challenge. I'm going to go in with some pearl gemstones for this one. We're going to go in with the darker green just to bring in this green here, and I'm just going to place those in the 4 corners of my little white panel here, just to add that little extra something. But this again is such a cute card and so easy to make, and when you've got that die as well, you can be making this card as many times as you want, but it just shows how that everything that you're going to receive in this kit works so well together.
I like that border strip, just finishes it perfectly.
It does, doesn't it? It just adds that little extra bit of something.
I've already seen just then the comments coming through saying that they love that card already.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. And then we've got one last product that goes with our magazine, and
My
it's this
favourite thing.
fabulous A5 stamp set. But I'm going to show you the back because you can see all the beautiful things you can do. Look at the Robin's little fuzzy hair.
I know.
So there's 3 like centerpiece stamps, so there's 3 sentiments, and there's also quite a few little embellishments there. A little candy cane with holly, and that little like Christmas decoration there that'll look really nice on the top of the card going across. So I'll just show you these 2 cards that I think Kat's made.
She has.
Look how beautiful. I like that background.
It's very sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. And then we've got another one here.
Absolutely adorable, this one.
He is so sweet.
Super cute.
I think and everybody loves Robins as well, don't they?
They do.
So you can grab this stamp set for £10. It is on our normal stamp multi-buy, so I think it's any 2 £10 ones for £17.50.
Nice.
So, or you can get it on its own, sign in and get that little bit of discount off. But of course this week it's been Super Savers, so I just thought I'd bring in some things that are going quick off the shelves, and it's our foam pad mega buys. Of course, we've got our large, we've got strips, and we've got our mixed foam pads. So they're £8 each, they should be £16, and these are flying. They were going super quick yesterday, but we know why. We all love foam pads, don't we? And then there's a project in the magazine that Kat's done, which when you get it you will see this. And if you've not already bought the Christmas Pause and Portraits collection, I think when you see this that Kat's made, you'll want to get it.
It's awesome.
So I think we showed this anyway when we first launched the show, but this is a little advent calendar for doggy treats.
It's the cutest thing ever. I'm gonna make Oscar one for this Christmas for sure.
But you know, if you have got a little bit of time and you can make a few, I'm pretty sure that people would buy these from you.
100%.
Absolutely. So the Christmas Pause and Portraits, as you can imagine, is going so fast because it's just so popular. So you can get the bundle for £35.96, or sign in and get the club discount or diamond. And with that ultimate collection, you're going to get this, which includes all those amazing toppers. And I think, is it 32 or 34 breeds in there? It's 30 something, isn't it?
36, I think.
Is it 36?
36, yeah. There's a huge array though. You've got Bull Mastiff, you've got German Shepherd, Labrador, Golden Retriever. We've got pugs in here, Dalmatians. You've got your corgis, your pointers. There's so many very, very common dog breeds as well in here. Your Dachshunds in there, your Beagle, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, I think it's a Cockadoodle, or a Cavadoodle actually. It's a Cavadoodle.
So that's the picture
loads of
pad.
things.
I know, there's just so much in this ultimate collection. And also a pack and pack, and you're going to save £10 when you grab all that together. So that's going super fast. It's also featured in the magazine, so if you want to get that and get crafting away, that's perfect. We've also got our Rocking Snow Globe concept card kit, which is
super cute.
Lovely are they?
We love these.
Just the dimension and that little dome there. It doesn't look as great on camera because of the shine of the lights, but look at that.
It kind of almost looks like see-through, like a glass element on top, but it does have that nice circular dome to it. But these are really fun for kids to make with kids and to give kids, because kids always love cards that have movement or have something fun about them.
Because you could put some little bits of sequins in the
sequins,
dome,
snow.
little snow. And the
you can
domes
put little
come with
lights around it if you've got those little craft lights.
And then our other going fast item, of course, which you won't be surprised, is our Penguin Party Deluxe Craft Pad. I feel like everybody loves cute, don't they, at the minute? And we love it here too. Look at that. See, look at those little penguin. That will go beautifully with the little robins that we've just been looking at. So those deluxe craft pads are £11.99, or you can get a multi-buy on them too.
Absolutely charming. Kat did some awesome cards on here when we brought this out.
Oh, I can.
Yeah. So if you grab this, watch that show back, because her first card was so good.
Was it really?
Yeah.
This is why she needs a holiday. She needs to, you know, get some
more crazy ideas.
Yeah, crazy new ideas. So that's our going fast this week. But then we're going to go back to Nat. And are you doing something with the stamp?
I am going to do something with the stamp. So I've got my stamp ready to go. We're going to use the gorgeous little robin with the Christmas cake. I'm just going to stamp him up. I'm using VersaFine because we are going to go in with our watercolour pencils to give that really nice look that we've got. That more illustratory feel to our colouring. So I'm going to pop this on the corner here, and I actually want to make a topper from this image, so let me make sure I've got that in place. And then, oh, that moved ever so slightly. It doesn't, I don't think you can see.
No, I can't see.
So what we're going to do now,
oh, is it going to really irritate you?
it's not going to be in the right, I'm going to redo it. Let's just flip it over. Flip it over. I needed to put it a little bit further up because we're actually going to cut it out to make a topper from it, so it wasn't going to fit, which is my own fault. I should have thought about that. But no problem. We can just turn it over, stamp again, and we can still use this card up. Absolutely no waste whatsoever here. So let's go a bit further up this time. Make sure you are popping a lot of pressure, and obviously if you've got stamping press, use a stamping press because that is going to make sure you don't have any issues. If you don't have your stamping press though, your acrylic blocks are really good to work with as well. So let's pop that on there, and then I'm going to pop this in place. Now it is going to go a little bit, you just want to move your topper so you can make sure you've got it all in, or if you want to be quite precise with this, I did have a craft knife before. What we can do is we can just cut out around the tail of our robin. I love doing this when I'm making toppers out of stamps because it's really effective. You can just lift that up, pop that out, and slide this over.
So its tail's gonna come
so its tail is, it's only going to be ever so slight.
That's cute.
But it is going to be so worth it. So just move it around now so you're happy with your placement. And then I'm hoping you've got some tape in here so I can stick this down. When you run anything through, oh my hair, when you run anything through that you've stamped on, it's always good to have a little piece of either cardstock or plain copy of paper, because if you added this through without doing that, then you would get markings on your plates. So just be aware of that, because then the last thing you want to do is have a gorgeously fresh white piece of cardstock, you run it through your machines and you've got a stamped image in that white space. So just be a little bit cautious, add in that extra layer, and you know you've got no problems there. So that now we'll have cut out my topper, and we can save this piece of cardstock because we might be bringing it in for our sentiment as well. So let's just pop this off here and then pop out our element, and you can see you've got that gorgeous detailing on that piece there. So for colouring in, I'm going to go in with my pencils. So I've got my pencils ready to go. We are going to go in with some of the darker shades for our holly. So I'm just going to start up here, and I love to just go in with, I like sometimes when you've got really nice designs like this to not necessarily watercolour them, to just build up the colours with your pencils that you've got. So just going over those colours, because they are a water-based ink, obviously we can blend our colours a bit more together if we want to, but I love that illustratory feel that you can create with your pencils, that really nice rough colouring, and I think it suits this element in particular. So let's just go in with a darker green again over the top of here, just to blend that colour out. And then we of course need a little red berry on the top, so we can go in with that and then go in darker on here to add in those colours. This is always a really nice creamy colour, I think. So let's go in with our lightest yellow, and I'm not going to go the whole way around. I'm just going to go around the edges of here, and then I'm lightly just going to bring in that colour further up on there. Your brown Christmas cake is always super dark, isn't it? So let's just add in, again, I'm going to do the same technique, so just go in along the outside edges of my cake, and then we can just bring those colours together like so, giving it that really nice rustic edged finish to your colouring. And then we're going to go in with a few oranges. So I'm going to go in with this really light colour first of all, and then build up to your darker colour, and then bring that just above his arm, and we can go a bit further up with that one, and then you have this sort of like reddy orange that we're going to finish with. So just in those really nice downward stroke motions in the sort of way that his fur would normally sort of sit on there. So that gives you a really nice ombre look. And then we'll go back in with a brown. This time I'm going to go in with like two lighter colours, because we obviously don't want those colours to be the same. And then again, just creating that really nice sketchy feel, quite loose, drawn out sort of motions with your pen. Pencils is going to give you this effect.
And there's a lot of answers for the Win It Weekly question coming in for Finland, so I think my guess maybe...
Oh, your guess may be the right one.
My logic was I thought Finland was cold, so they might need a coffee.
So they might need a coffee. Well, yeah, that works, doesn't it? That logic is probably more correct. So then I'm just going to bring my pencil down to add in a bit of shading onto some areas where I think they want to be dark. You can switch it up then for that darker shade as well. That's going to add a bit more texture into your colouring. So just on top of his little head there and down his arm, and then I'm just going to do the very bottom of his piece. But you can go in so many times, and that's the great thing about stamps like this and colouring in sort of animals, is that you can be really sketchy with your design. So that's ready to go now. For my background, I have taken a piece of 5x7 and I have just stamped randomly all of these gorgeous little candy canes with this detailing, and then this is going to sit here. So that's why I've left this space, because I didn't need to do the whole sort of area of here. But we're just going to finish off this candy cane. So I've just gone in with the red and I've focused a lot of my colour into the corner edges, and then just lightly lifted off here to give you that dimensional feel. And then we've gone in with my really light grey, and I've just gone sort of over all of that lining, and you can go into your red there because that's going to help to bring out that colour. Our berries are red, and then our little panels up here, I've gone in for one colour of the green. I've gone in with this really dark shade, and then I've gone back over the sort of pieces that are closer to the candy cane to give that bit of dimension. And then I've gone for my green, so I'm going to go in with the lighter colour first, just lining over there, and then back in with that darker shade just in the centre to give us that little touch of dimension. Now I want to, it's a little bit plain without doing anything on here, so I think I want to just go, and this is crazy,
Oh, a nice
go
little
with the
border.
dark green. And when you put your, when you go in with your dyes, your dyes have the cutting part of your dye is actually in the centre of the shape, so you do have a little border which can give you a little indentation quite a lot of the time on your cardstock that you're using. So I'm just going to use my pencil around the edge there just to fill in that space and give us that nice sort of fake edged border. But because we're going in with the green, because we're using our pencils still, it's going to keep that nice feel that we've already created with the colouring technique that we have used. So just keep going until we're happy. That's all the way at the top. 1, 2 more to go.
I know a few people haven't had the magazines. They have
Adorable.
all been posted. I just think Royal Mail are a little behind at the minute, aren't
They,
they?
yeah,
They're
they
just
are.
super busy.
They are all out there.
So fingers crossed it's not much longer.
I'm then going to go in with my pencil onto here just to bring in that green again. So just using my ruler to make sure that my line is nice and straight and making sure I'm leaving that space in between all of my images so I'm not going over that. Again, just up this side. This is going to just tie everything together now. And it's so easy to do, so easy to create on your own as well. You can obviously pick out the red if you wanted to focus a bit more on that red. Got that lovely image now. Got our beautiful topper which we're going to pop on here. And then we just need a sentiment for this card. And there's so many sentiments on your stamp set too to choose from.
It says the season's tweetings, tweet Christmas wishes, or have yourself a merry little Christmas.
It's so cute, isn't it?
What are you going for?
I think, where should we put it first of all? I think I want it to go up here, but I don't think I can stamp it in that space. Let's go for it. Let's just do it.
Yes.
We think too much in life. Sometimes you've just got to do it. I also don't need to follow that advice for my holiday because I'd be spending far too much money. So let's just stamp this in this top corner here.
Oh yes, it probably is, Amanda. She said it could be the bank holiday that's put things a bit delayed.
I think it is, you know, because I was, I think we're waiting for something from the postman. It might be Oscar's food. And that we thought that was going to come, and then it just gets you all over the place, doesn't it? Having that extra day. I mean, we love it, but it isn't half troublesome sometimes. So your image on there now, if you want to have more space for your sentiment, then you could go up a level with your die that you have used. So I'm going to pop that in place there. This then is just going to go onto our 5x7 card blank, and we are finished. So many gorgeous ways in which you can use this stamp set. So many really nice background elements you've got. Of course, you've got that little holly leaf. You've got the candy cane that I used. You've got some lovely little star detail. We can create our backgrounds from our sentiments, of course, as well. That's such a great technique when we're card making. Let's just pop this on here now, though, giving us that extra white bit of edging. And then there you go.
Oh, look at it.
So cute.
It's so cute. The border actually, it really
makes it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It really makes it stand out and just brings it off that card.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
If you haven't already ordered your magazine or you're not waiting for it, I would definitely add that stamp set to your basket, because it just goes with the collection perfectly, and you can just get that out when you've got a little time for some relaxing crafting, a bit of colouring.
Again, it's another
perfect.
another thing that is a tool, so it's going to last you
Yeah.
a really long time, and you can bring it out with your die as well.
Oh yeah, of
So
course.
it's a great addition.
If you haven't signed up to our magazine subscription, you can sign up and you will get the next 6 issues. It's like 20% off the price you end up saving. You will also then automatically become a Diamond member, and then you will get extra discount on the website. It's 10%. You will get priority postage, you will get extra reward points, and that's £47.95 for your next 6 issues. But that's enough from us today. I hope you've enjoyed the show and the magazine, and I hope all the postmen arrive, because I know quite a lot of you watching are waiting in today to see them and get your magazine and have a lovely afternoon. But if you want to watch Anne-Marie on Hobby Maker, she is there today. She'll be there at 3 o'clock and 6 p.m. So she'll be showing the magazine, and she'll also be showing the Moonlight Fairies collection.
It's very sweet.
It's very nice indeed. And then Natalie and Anne-Marie will be here tomorrow morning to show you that with our Spin the Wheel and our weekly winners. But I think that's everything.
I think that's it.
It is. Enjoy your day, and we will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.